College football.
Oh, wait. Okay. Okay.
All right, so we've had game 3.
Okay.
Texas.
Who? Oh, okay.
Texas Longhorns. 3rd game.
Okay.
How Archie Manning looking to you, man?
And here's what I will say. The pressure is piling up on him.
Yeah.
For sure. I think he just needs to get back to having fun and being hungry. It almost seems like he's turned from being hungry to now being hunted, and he doesn't know how to respond to it. And then, you know, every chance they get, they got to mention his uncles and things of that nature. And that just goes to show you, like, some people just can't handle it. You know, when they have either a relative or like Shador. How he handles things is amazing to me because I don't know I would be able to handle it. Now, their situations are totally different.
Yeah.
But when you're the starting quarterback for Texas and your last name is Manning and your uncles are who they are, it's just a big deal. Now, the problem I had was you're playing UTEP, and I love UTEP, don't get me wrong, but it either says UTEP is
better
than what people think they are, or Arch Manning is kind of an average to below quarterback.
Well, UTEP's defense has been really solid this year, right? So they're not to say they were going to hold him, you know, to under whatever they held him. A lot of that was him. There was a pass play where when he got the ball and he set, and then he threw it, crossing pattern, the ball was probably a two full yards behind the receiver in the I think it was linebacker who happened to be there. I think he was just so surprised that he didn't intercept it. Now, you know, the running joke for me is, which Manning is it that's quarterbacking? Right now, it looks a lot like Eli.
You don't like Eli, man?
No, I do like Eli, but Eli threw a lot of interceptions. Now, as long maybe what they should do is maybe they should play somebody who the quarterback on the other team his last name is Brady. That's when he'll start to, because, you know, anytime Eli played against Tom Brady, he was doing his thing.
He got him.
But Eli, I think, led the league in interceptions one year, maybe 2 years.
Right. I think
so, you know, as good as he was, he had some really bad, you know, throws throughout his career. And I think that I think he's eligible, and that's kind of been the thing to where I know people are saying, well, he's a Hall of Famer because he won 2 Super Bowls, right? And then the other side is like, yeah, but his numbers don't pan out to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, right? A Hall of Famer. So for me, I think the kid will get better. I think the problem, here's what and this is just my opinion. As highly touted as he was coming out of high school, there were people who said it was more hype about him because of his last name than what he actually did. I didn't see enough of him playing, and I can find out because I have somebody that I can turn to that probably saw him in high school. But my first red flag, because coming out of high school, it was, he's probably gonna, you know, he's #1 overall pick. He's gonna be this when he comes out.
That this year.
The first red flag was Quinn Ewers decides to come back knowing that Manning is there, and he doesn't beat Quinn Ewers out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The second year, now the hype is really going up.
Right.
Quinn Ewers decides to come back again. Arch doesn't beat him out. So there's 2 years.
He was behind him for 2 years.
Yeah, he was behind him for 2 years.
But he's a sophomore.
Who?
Manning, he's a sophomore.
Well,
behind him for a year.
No, he was behind him for 2 years. Let me look it up, because I could be wrong. But he spent 2 years.
That's the problem.
You know, and it's because he's eligible to
go in the draft.
I don't know. Maybe he redshirted.
He was a freshman last year.
I thought he was a sophomore.
No, he was a freshman last year.
Okay, well,
You look him up. He's
you know what it was? I think it was because he actually sat out. He sat out his senior year, I think is what happened. Let's see, 2023. He was named the team's third string quarterback in 2023.
Wow.
2024,
Wow.
he played against Colorado.
Wow.
So he played in 2023.
Wow.
He got some playing time, very little,
Yeah.
right? But then they said he was redshirted after the season. I still need to look into all of that because I don't understand how. I sometimes don't understand how all of that
Football
works.
can do it, yeah.
Right.
Football got some different scenarios there. Ryan Clark was, as much as he did give him his props, he really felt like people did Arch Manning a disservice because they overhyped him too early.
Yeah.
Now Ryan Clark is from that area.
Right.
And so he said he was not playing against the top teams.
Yeah.
Top high school teams.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was playing against teams that had zero, in some
Right.
cases, not one Division
right.
player on there.
Because he was what, like 1A or
So 1A
private
or
school,
2A or private, something like
Right.
that.
Mhm.
And so, you know, when you go to Louisiana, I mean, there's you can potentially have 9 to 10 D1 players on a
Right.
high school team,
Right.
and those are teams that he was not playing against.
Right. And I think he's going to be better. I mean, it's in the genes. They're going to be able to help him get better with those things.
Right.
I think. And then he was getting booed at halftime.
Yeah, that was
Right.
man.
He was getting booed at halftime, and they won 27-10. He scored. He ran 3 touchdowns. Right. But when you look at his passing stats, it wasn't good. So I think it's going to take him some time. I can see him leaving Texas.
Ooh.
Because the thing that's always drove me crazy is Texas expectations has always been like they are a national power.
No doubt.
They've
I
won.
agree. I love Texas, but I agree.
I don't as much as I used to.
Yeah.
They've won, ship after ship after ship,
Yeah.
and that hasn't happened.
Texas, same way.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, well, if the season doesn't pan out, he's gonna need a fresh start. Because there were people that talk about like, well, yo, if he was such a transition. God, I can't even talk this morning. If he was that dude,
Yeah.
he started at least last year.
Agreed.
Right?
That I agree on.
So I'm. Yeah.
I mean, when you put a label on, and this is the problem. He's, when people use the word he's a beast and she's a beast and a generational talent, like you got to be really, really careful.
Yes.
Really careful when you say a generational talent. People really have to understand what that is about. A LeBron James, generational talent. The receiver from Ohio State who's now playing with Cardinals. Harrison, I think it's his dad. Yeah. Generational talent. The CeeDee Lambs of the world, I'll say, generational talent. I mean, those are generational talents. So, I mean, we have to stop putting these labels on kids so early and just let them grow.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it there. We'll see. And I'm pulling for him.
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure that call it like I see it, but I am pulling for the kid, and I think personally he's going to whether he's going to be that guy. I think he's going to be. I feel that he's going to be up there at some point.
Well, I think it's going to be solid, but people, you got to realize being a quarterback is not just you throwing the ball. Sometimes it's the system, sometimes it's the play calling, sometimes it's the vibe between you and the offensive coordinator. Sometimes it's just the line that you have, the
Yes.
receivers. There's so many variables, you know, for someone to be a transcendent talent. You got to really understand that.
Transition. Yeah.
Transcendent, yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sitting up here like, man, I know the word.
Yeah.
But my brain right now is, yeah, what he said. I'm glad I have somebody here. I'd have been spending 15 minutes by myself trying to figure out what the hell I was saying.
I do it all the time, man.